check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectre deck. Getting, yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it. Got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Packers going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Again, it's Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, they run with Howard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Montravius Adams in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And right away, he lost the football. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go. Here we go now. Good.
The slot man in motion right.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They begin with a run by Corral. And he loses the football a second time. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back. And they'll indeed keep possession. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Now Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tim Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. This is Howard on 2nd down. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that was not a highlight play for the offense. But how about the previous play? A big run? They're used to trading that, especially if you're a Hall of Fame runner. Big run, maybe not so much on the next one, but the big ones add up over time.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. And that's
inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the wideout in motion. Now Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
No. Check. Patriots. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Detroit. Hot.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit. Back nine in that Philly. Here we go. Back nine in that Philly. Here we go.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Howard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Leopard! Here we go now. Detroit! No, let's go. Check. Patriot!
They go with Howard again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Nixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
You reset. Hey, easy.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Pernell McPhee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Meanwhile, the 2nd quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Trubisky going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down right on the 30-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down carry now for Crowell. Quick feet by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah Crowell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go with Howard to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Here we go now. Green. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. Room here to run. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Slot man moves right. Trying the right side with Howard. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Trubisky. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bears add on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On play action, now Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Going deep here for Bryant. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A give to Howard running left. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. Green, back up. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set. Green. Over. Detroit. Leopard. Alert three. Now let's go. Green.
A give to Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
All right, here we go. Detroit.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is Howard, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And he motions the wide receiver. Play action. Now Trubisky. Able to shake him off. And now running right through him. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Running with Howard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, left side to Howard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27.